All right, so my grout is essentially dry, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape. I'm going to have a little bit more cleanup to do, kind of that where my tape might have overlapped my wood edge a little bit, but it looks pretty good. I might take a sponge to this one final time. Here at the end, I'll decide what I want to do. There's just a little bit of haze on the top there. Go ahead and take the tape off. And now what I want to do is a couple of things to finish up. I want to attach my top to my base. And the way that I need to do that, there's a couple of different ways. And I didn't tell you as we were building this base to do what is probably the smartest thing. And let's look at this one here. Another pocket hole going this direction right here on all of the sides is the easiest, smartest way to do it. I didn't put that in that video. We might have caught you in class at some point and told you to go put that pocket hole in. So if you got that, all you have to do is set your top on, go ahead and screw those up into the bottom, those pocket hole screws, and you're good to go. If you didn't do that, that's fine. We're going to come up with a system that looks something like this. You're going to cut some 1x pine on 45-degree angles. You're going to slide them into two of the corners, and that's going to allow you to take a screw. Pocket hole screw is 1.25 inches, so that will work. It's going to allow you to take a screw and screw right up through that, holding down on your tile top piece, and that's going to screw to it. You're going to want 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, to hold that down. The hardest part of that, and again, this is why you're working with a partner, is you're going to want to be able to hold that down while you're screwing, and you're also going to want to keep it completely square on there. So our top measures 14 inches exactly outside to outside. Our base measures 12.5. So that gives me 1.5 inches total overhang over the legs. 1.5 inches divided by 2 is 3/4 inch. So I want to make sure that I'm overhanging 3/4 inch in the front and back and on the sides. I'm going to do this several times, and again, it helps if my partner's got a tape measure on the back side, but I want to make sure that I'm square. I got a consistent 3/4 inch overhang, and it's getting real close, but I want to be real picky here, because once I make these holes, it's going to be hard to change the location. 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, and 3/4. Great. So then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my screws, and it might have been smart for you to go ahead and have those up in the hole. I'm going to have my partner or me hold down on the top. I'm then going to come up below here and sink that screw. And I'm just going to put 2 in for the sake of showing you. Let's see if I can get my head under here. And so we're attached right there, and we're good to go. The last thing that you've got to do is you've got to relieve all edges of your piece. So if you feel the edge of this, right now it's pretty sharp because it's just been cut on the table saw and it's sharp. Over here, this edge is sharp as well. I can feel that it's not a finished edge. My favorite way to do it, and this is called relieving the edge. You're not going to see a difference to your eye, but you're going to see a difference. You're going to feel a difference. So what you want to do is have a block of wood. You're going to wrap a piece of sandpaper as tightly as you can around that square block or that block of wood. And you're just going to work just the edge. You're just relieving the edge of the wood. And that right there, kind of rolling it back and forth, that edge is relieved. I know you can't feel that. I doubt you can even see it on there, but it makes a big difference when that edge is relieved. Now I've got to do that on all of my edges. Inside, outside, this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge. Every edge that I see. So this is going to take me, I would imagine this is going to take me a period, at least, of just sort of feeling the edges. Oh, that's sharp still there. So your fingers become more important than your eyes at this point in terms of what's done. That's finished now, but that's not over there. So You're just going to keep feeling every edge, making sure that all your edges are relieved. Some of us will choose to paint these. Some of us will choose to stain them, perhaps. However you're going to finish them, the edges being relieved is mandatory before that. And then you go to the finishing process, which I'll leave up to you and your instructor. But at that point, you're completely finished with the project. That'll take them